Hello, welcome back to the balcony vapor. It's very cold, the sun is going down, so I'm going to be quick. Today I would like to talk to you about the Goblin by Youde Technology. If I can get some focus. Goblin. Yes, this is a 22mm tank atomizer. If you like big airflow, if you like big clouds, then this will be one for you. I don't have a very particularly low ohm build. This is a 0.8, but it's a performer. Now this one uses it's made with 304 grade stainless steel, dual coil only. Let me just read from my notes here. Brushed 304 stainless steel, dual coil. It has holes underneath the coil for super flavour, and that's actually one great thing about this. Not only do you get the clouds, you do get the flavour. I mean, it's not quite up there with your drippers, with the Rose, for example. Well, the Rose isn't a dripper, but the Rose is another tank. I mean, and that's only a single coil. But either way, I don't think the flavour is quite as good as the Rose. I'd say it's probably better than the Orchid. I mean, the Orchid is pretty good on flavour as well, but I think this one pips it to the post. What other features do we have here? Obviously, a glass tank. You have your airflow control system, which is this little ring here, which you twiddly the little ring, and that adjusts your airflow for you. It's a bottom filling via screw. And we have a full copper 510 contact point, which is fully adjustable. So yes, rather than me blathering on now, let me take you downtown, and we'll show you the inner workings of the Goblin. Okay, so here we go, the Youde Goblin. Let's have a look at the box. It's a very nice box. Yeah, these China companies are certainly stepping up with the quality of their packaging. Inside, obviously, we have the beast itself. Let's have a look what it says here. Stuff and things. Wow, 46mm height. Perfect match for your pocket, providing your pocket's 46mm or bigger. Copper pin, glass tank, health friendly. 304 food grade stainless steel, leakage proof. Well, I have to say that in my use of this, I have not had any leaks at all, so I'm inclined to agree with that one. Also, in the back, so we have the manual here, which I haven't actually looked at yet. Explains all the various parts, how it all fits together. Seems pretty good. Pretty good. I guess some free silica. Assuming we have the standard spares kit. Hopefully, free screwdriver. Oh yes, free screwdriver. Fucking love free screwdrivers. So yeah, standard spares kit, screwdriver, silica, O-rings, canthal, boom, got you covered right there. So let's put this to one side, take a look at the device itself, Yes, well, it's very nice, it's very small, massive air holes. One there, 3mm each side, so that's 6mm of airflow. Adjustable center pin, Goblin. There's your fill screw right there. Well, let's break it down, see what this baby's made of. Top cap. I really like the use of these red O-rings as well, looks very cool. One top cap. The glass tank, which is health friendly. Then we have the airflow ring. Bottom part of the tank section. And then the chimney. Now I've already got a build in here, and I'm going to be keeping this one in here at the moment. Oh yeah. And this chimney section also breaks into two parts. Parts for your K-funds or your orchids, blah blah blah. Well, let's have a little closer inspection of this build deck. I can zoom in any further. There we go. Okay. Come on, camera. You can do it. Let's focus. Can we focus? Oh, boy, there we go. Okay. So this is the Goblin. As you can see, well, I guess it's a 4-post design, even though the centre post is a big, large block. So a lot of people say this is kind of like the orchid in the way that you build it. I'm inclined to agree. I would say that this is a whole lot better than the orchid in many ways. I mean, the orchid has those crazy little hex, like Allen key kind of head screws, which are a pain in the arse, and 9 times out of 10 you end up slicing through your candle with them. I've not had this problem with these. The screws tighten down nicely. It's a nice secure tightening, if you can say that. Yeah, I've had no problems. The only problems I have had with this is obviously, I mean, these are pretty small coils, and these are my 2.4mm diameter. If you like building huge ass coils, you might run into difficulties, because obviously, you know, you have your chimney over the top of this section here. Let me get my handy pointers. So your chimney is going to be fitting on this, obviously, and I did try building with some very large manually sized coils, and unfortunately it was shorting out on the chimney. I did manage to kind of squeeze them, tuck them all in a bit, and that eventually did work. But just take note of that do try and fit your coils in that little space there, otherwise you will have difficulties. But yes, nice deep juice wells. And something that's obviously different on this, that is the same, different to the K-funds or the orchids. Obviously on K-funds you tend to, you know, rest your cotton on the deck, and on orchids you tend to like just put a tiny bit of cotton in the juice wells. With this, pack it all in there, pack it all in the wells. You kind of want it sticking out at the bottom as well. I'll show you. I'm going to wick this, and then we'll juice it up and give it a vape. But yeah, well, you know, you want to pack it right in there so it's sticking out the bottom, which is kind of strange for me, because I'm used to, you know, just teasing the juice well thingy gap there. and yeah, but anyway, so I think what we should do is let's pop this on here. And I think what we should do is fill it with some cotton. Cotton, yeah. Okay, so some cotton in there. So now what we'll do is trim it. What I tend to do is trim just to where the edge of the base is. Try and keep it kind of in line with the circle of the base. The circle of the base. Snippy. Snippy. Okay, looks alright. Now, let's get some juice. Today I'm using the Alloy Blends Blondie. It's a standard custard. Soak that up, oh yeah. Soaky. You don't realise how hard it is doing simple things like this on camera until you try doing it yourself. So okie dokie, that should do for now. So now what we want to do is try and get this cotton in here. This is the first step. I tend to kind of push it all in there. Let's just back this out a bit for you. I tend to try and squeeze it in there as much as possible. Sometimes you might find it easier to kind of jam it all in there, see where you're at, and trim to give it a second trim if need be. That one's definitely going to need a bit of a trim. With the reviews I've seen some people actually jam in so much. I don't like to go for so much. Like this one is definitely a bit too much, so let's just pop that out. Let's trim it down a bit more. Get in there. This is entertainment, folks. And also don't forget, I'm on a balcony, it's cold, and I can't feel my hands. So this is actually quite challenging. Yeah, fuck it, let's just see how this goes. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, just find the threads. Those aren't the threads. These aren't the threads you were looking for. Here we go. We're going, screw it right down, boom. Good. Now we take our base, our buttery biscuit base. Screwy, screwy, screwy. And then we take our healthy glass section and then stick the base on as well. The base, I mean the top cap. Oh yeah, not too tight. Not too tight. And a little airflow. Now on the airflow you'll see there's a little ridge. The ridge wants to be pointing upwards for it to fit on like that, and then you just find your airflow. Oh yeah, no airflow. There's a really nice smooth action to it, so like you can kind of whoop, whoop, whoop. It's not loose, it's not tight, and it's just perfection. Right, now we need to fill this bad boy up. So standard affair. I'm going to discuss obviously, positives and negatives towards the end of the video, but I would say one of the only negatives I have is this fill screw. It doesn't actually come with a little washer or anything, so whilst it doesn't leak, if you leave it standing for extended periods of time, you might find the little bit of seepage shows its face. But really, I mean, the amount is minor, so I wouldn't really say it's anything to be that worried about. I'm just syringing. Syringy, come on. The joys of thick juice. Maybe we'll just have some lift music playing for you. Do 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 do. Filling my syringe. Do 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 do. This is riveting stuff. So I was thinking maybe that I would, skip this bit and just cut straight to the filled tank, but I was like, no, people want to see this. So here you go, you're seeing it. It's happening. I think that'll do. So this tank holds 3 mils of juice. There is the version 1.1, which comes with a slightly larger tank as well. And they've very kindly released that the day that I received this one. which was nice of them. Fairly, 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 fairly. It's going, it's going. Okay, fell screw back in. Made a bit of a mess there. It's not usually this messy. Of course, as I'm on camera, this is where everything could go wrong, and everything most likely would go wrong. There's a bit of a wipe. And there we have one filled little goblin. So let's stick a drip tip on it, let's stick it on the mod, and let's vape it. So there we go, that was the Goblin by Youde rebuildable tank atomizer, and quite a device it is actually. Let's just go through the specs again. So obviously 22mm, it's a 304 brushed stainless steel, fully adjustable copper center pin, comes with the glass tank. Now this is actually the version 1. There's a version 1.1 which also comes with an extended glass tank and extended chimney section to give you, I think, 5mm over the 3mm this one has. And you kind of need it as well. I mean, one of my downsides of this is, you know, it's built to blow massive clouds. It's built for the big airflow, and they give you a very, very small tank to do that. The first time I got this, I put in a 0.4 ohm build, and I went through a tank in about 15 minutes. So if you could get the bigger tank, I would advise doing that. I mean, it will make it larger, and I kind of like the size of it as it is at the moment. I mean, I think it's a really, really good looking tank, and it performs extremely well. So yeah, we have the airflow control, which you simply twiddle the twiddly ring to adjust your airflow. And like I already described, it's such a nice action. I mean, it's not loose. You're not going to knock it and have to reset it. You kind of set it, it sticks there. Yes, you don't get a drip tip with this one. Where did I get mine actually? I think I got mine from a store in Portugal. I can't remember the name of it. I went through my emails, but God knows where I got it from. But I know that Cloud9 are currently selling them for $27.95, and I think they are actually in stock at the moment. Let me just check. Yes, they're in stock at Cloud9 for $27.95, and I think for under 30 quid. I mean, there are currently a wide range of other big airflow tanks you can buy. There's the Billow, there's the Limo Drop. Obviously you have all these Kanga sub tanks as well now. But for my money, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this one. I was a big fan of the Orchid before. Love my Orchid. Is a fiddly thing to build on and to fill up. It's just leak central if you're not careful. But if you get it right, then it's a great vape. This one doesn't have any of those problems, and it's a great vape. Every time, no dry hits. I mean, I've got really heavy, thick VG juice in here, currently sitting at 30 watts on a 0.8 ohm dual coil, and it keeps up, no problem. Even with the cotton packed in those juice channels, no problems with the wicking at all. So for the price, for under 30 quid, you're getting a really good looking tank. It's really easy to build on. Vape's a treat, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm sure you would be very happy with it as well. So if you're in the market for a big cloud producing tank, take yourself along to Cloud9, click on the buy now, and make yourself happy. But well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm kind of new to this whole reviewy, video-y, YouTubey stuff, so hopefully, you know, I'll work on my on things I need to work on, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.